Hi, how are you? I'm Houston, and we're back with another video after 9-10 long days. Been super busy. Work has just choke slamming me over and over again in just life, and there's always a birthday party to go to. There's always a wedding. There's always all this stuff that is really difficult to say no to. But we are here, and that is my way of justifying being busy every single time I go to record a video. And if it's all right with you, we're just gonna like slide onto Modern Warfare 2. I haven't played this game since before Season 2 Reloaded. I haven't even opened it. I just single player games. They're ruling my life right now, and I'm completely fine with it. I was really into ranked play, and then playing alone just kind of sucked, so I stopped doing it. I'm in Gold 3. Maybe I can get Platinum in the next 21 days. They added Shredder from Ninja Turtles. That's kind of cool, I guess. I want this guy's jacket in real life. He's got the Sherpa trench coat drip. It's pretty sick. Oh yeah, they added a new map. I totally forgot about that too. The thing that I am interested in is this right here. It's just headshots, right? Headshots, and then the melee and the launcher kills or whatever. If you do all of them, then you get a mastery camo, and I don't know where it is. Is it special? Oh, it's an event camo. Who doesn't love cherry blossoms? People are like, anime. First thing that comes to their mind, cherry blossoms and body pillows. We got to do it. I mean, we have to. It doesn't seem that difficult. It's just headshots again, right? Maybe if we can get shipment, we could just bang, 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 bang. It's any weapon too. It's only one of them, which is great. Look at it. Look at it moving. It's amazing. Remember how slow it was at first?
Hardpoint.
Oh my god.
Secure the
Hell
target
yeah.
area for victory.
That looks nice. I love that blue color. The light blue. No warm up. Just hop in. Headshots. Let's do it. Oh, I know all the rotations. Wait. No. Okay. I'm just not a multiplayer gamer anymore. I'm just a single player guy again. So I completed Wo Long, and that game is pretty damn good combat wise. I didn't really care that much for the story, but it's whatever. It was like typical, like, demons are infecting the land and you have to save it, and I don't know. There just wasn't that much like depth to it, or depth that I really cared about. But the cool thing about the game is that the combat made it shine so much. It incentivizes a lot of really aggressive play, like, oh, parry, attack, parry, attack, parry, attack. The same way that Sekiro had perilous attacks, Wo Long has critical attacks. And if you parry them, it does a ton of spirit damage or posture damage to the enemy. And it allows you to defeat them quicker, basically, because it allows you to do like a quote-unquote execution on them, or like a dead blow, as it's called in Sekiro. Again, it just makes for really satisfying gameplay when you finally get the rhythm of the game down. I think the first boss was the hardest boss in the game. The game doesn't tell you enough about the rhythm of the game. You have to find it, just like in Sekiro. Oh, nice kilt, dude. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Oh, he threw it back. I think he threw it back. Wait. He did. Oh my god. It's like a game of hot potato. That's amazing. After I finished Wo Long, I only had like a quarter of Uncharted 1 left, so I finished that. It was pretty good. Again, just kind of a corny adventure type treasure finder game. Now I can finally start Uncharted 2, which everybody says is just amazing. Although I do have to finish Demon's Souls still, but that game is just torture because of the stupid health mechanic in it. Just had a craving to play a Souls game, and it's been quite a while since I played Bloodborne, so I've been playing through that again. It's so fun getting into the rhythm of a Souls game you haven't played in a while. And it's been long enough since I played Bloodborne that I've forgotten a bunch of the stuff in the game, like the bosses and like how to play against them. So it's almost like I'm experiencing the game again for the first time. Oh my god. One of my favorite parts about replaying Bloodborne is the fact that I can refresh on all the lore. Like all the Lovecraftian horror, the cosmic horror especially, that's in the game, just, I don't know, man, it makes me feel so good. It seems so brilliantly written, and it makes me really want to read an H.P. Lovecraft book for myself, because I never have. Like, I don't know how much inspiration Miyazaki and the people at FromSoft took from Lovecraft and his stories when they wrote Bloodborne. But if it's anything like the game, if it sort of draws on that, like, primal strangeness of space and horror that Bloodborne seems to do, then I think that it'd be a really fun read. I am due to read like a good fiction book, like a good novel soon, because I'm sort of bombarding myself with philosophy right now. I'm almost done with Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, and I've enjoyed the audiobook so much that I, this past weekend, went out and got a hard copy of it. If you're curious and if you would also like to read Meditations, I'm enjoying the audiobook, but I think that because of the denseness of the philosophy and the wording, because it's been translated from Latin, I believe, there's a lot of stuff that you can hear, but I don't think fully appreciate and fully understand unless you're looking at the words as well. The translation that people seem to agree on that is the best is the Gregory Hayes translation. So if you want to read it, then pick that one up. I got mine from Barnes & Noble. You can get it on Amazon, of course, though, too. I'm sure if you only have like a local bookstore near you, you could probably get it there too, because it's probably the most popular ancient philosophy book in history. Obviously, Plato's Republic is really popular. I mean, I haven't read it, but from everything that I know, it's up there. But that one's a lot more esoteric, I think. I mean, Meditations was never actually meant to be published. It was a bunch of journal entries from Marcus Aurelius. He sat down with his journal every single night, and sometimes in the morning as well. And he just wrote down what he thought it took to become a better man, which pretty admirable. I mean, 2,000 years ago to be thinking like that. I think we often have this idea that people back then were way different than us, and myself included. I mean, I mean, who would have thought? But people back then were the same exact types of human beings that we are now. I mean, they were likely experiencing the same types of angers and sadness and, you know, any other emotion. I mean, joys that we experience every day in modernity. It is amazing that he had such foresight back then. I mean, being the most powerful man in the world, and later on becoming known as the last of the 5 great emperors of Rome. I mean, he clearly cared about his job as emperor and what he could do for the people of Rome. My legs are a little sore today. I ran a half marathon yesterday, just casually after work, you know, whatever, man, it's easy. Now, I got off work and I was just thinking like, yeah, I want to go for a run today. So I just started running, and I was like, normally I do about 8 miles. That's like my normal amount that I run on a cardio day. And I just hit 8, and then I was like, I got a couple more. I hit 10, and then I thought, well, if I'm going to do 10, let's just do 13. Let's do a half marathon. So I just kept running, and yeah, 13.2 miles, about a 9-minute pace. Not too bad. About 900 feet of elevation gain, though. There's so many hills around where I live that some of those long runs feel absolutely brutal. I think they're probably better for me in the long run because I'm training on hills and not just like flat ground. Oh my god. I love getting scared to death by every single game that I play. It's really cool. You're so fucking bad at this game. Nice.
Enemy counter UAV active.
Reloading.
The enemy's take.
Slave.
You fucking suck.
I'm low on ammo. I'm taking fire. Target change.
UAV ready.
Really been trying to focus on stretching more after I exercise because I'm so tired of my body feeling tight. Like everything feels so constricted some days, and I know that it doesn't have to be like that. I know that it's an easy fix. All I have to do is just stretch more. And it doesn't even take a lot either. It's like 3 times a week. If I can exercise 6 or 7 times a week, then I can stretch 3 times a week. It's not that difficult. It's the same exact principles, just stretching instead of pushing or pulling weights. I have my second marathon in like a week and a half. So it's 2 Sundays from now. And I think I'm definitely going to finish it slower than I did my first one. But that's okay. I just don't want to be in as much pain in the subsequent days as I was during the first one. I probably would have been able to beat my first marathon time with this second one. I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon. Who knows? Maybe if it's all like relatively flat, it'll be a much easier run for me because I'm so used to running on hills. But the time that I got likely won't be beat on this next run just because I slacked off during November, December, January, and most of February when I was supposed to be training harder. It's so difficult because I would get off work at like 5:30 and I would have to come home and run, but it's already dark out and I hate running on a treadmill. I just cannot stand it. So here I am training mostly during the later half of February and pretty much all of March for a marathon that is at the beginning of April. Stop jumping everywhere. Relax. Jesus Christ. What? Yo, are you all right? Are you okay? Are you okay? The little mount that he did. I'm gonna say in my headcanon that was intentional. He meant to mount there. When it comes down to it, I'm just gonna pace myself. So I'm gonna take it easy and I'm going to finish it. There's no way that I DNF. There's no way. And before I do, but I don't think there's a way that I don't finish it. I think my pride's too strong. I'm excited. Over the past couple years, I've become somebody that really has fallen in love with running, and I think that it has made my overall health much better. More people should elect to do difficult things. I'm not saying you have to run a marathon, but you should challenge yourself physically. You should do more things that push your boundaries. It's so easy just being like, oh, I'm good enough in this area, I'm good enough in that area. If there's one thing that I'm certain of, like 100 billion, fulfillion, gagillion% certain of, it's the fact that physically you are capable of more than you think. I think really everybody is. Like, you are capable of pushing yourself past your limits and being fine, like without injuring your body. We set massive limits on ourselves in those realms. And I'm not saying you should push yourself to injury, because that's not good. Definitely don't do that. But you should definitely push yourself. Go out there, run a little bit further than you think you're capable of. And then when you want to quit again, run a little bit further than that. It's possible. You can do it. If you have to slow down a little bit, then slow down a little bit. Anyway, that's my usual rant on health, fitness, motivation, all that nonsense that everybody's just tired of hearing about. Oh my God. I tweeted about this, but all the streamers that stream like 16, 18 hours are like, dude, I haven't slept in like 4 days. It's like, that's not the flex you think it is. You would probably perform better during the times when you actually stream if you got some decent sleep. Your body needs sleep. It needs rest just as much as it needs food and water. Yeah, it was a close one. We tried. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Go out there, exercise, get some movement in. If you're streaming for 10 hours a day, if you're streaming for 8 hours a day, stream for 7. Stream for 6.5. Go exercise. Go for a walk. Get some sunlight on your face. I mean, sun's starting to come out, at least where I live, it is. And that's saying something because I live in Washington. Get to the gym. Start a training program. Start picking up heavy stuff. Maybe light stuff to start out with, but eventually you'll start picking up heavy stuff. Trust me, I know what it's like. I used to barely be able to curl like 15-pound dumbbells, and now I can curl like 40, 45. That's a massive difference. And that's from just years of doing it. But that's the thing. When you're exercising, it's not like, oh, I'm going to exercise this year and then you stop. You have to do it for the rest of your life. It's not just going to stay with you forever. You're not just going to get in shape and then you just be like, oh, okay, well, now I can give up. No, it's not just a habit. It's an actual lifestyle. It's a behavior change. And that's where a lot of these things root from, because people have bad behaviors and they need to have better ones. They need to get rid of the things that allow them to have the bad behaviors, limit the access basically, and then establish access to portals that allow them to more easily engage in good behaviors. So, hey, I'm not allowed to play video games until I go to the gym. Not allowed to make a YouTube video until I go to the gym. Or you set aside time really late at night. I mean, there are so many 24/7 gyms now that you could just, if you're somebody that's a night owl, go to the gym at 1 a.m. Go, please. Please. Your body will thank you. You will live longer. You will feel better. You will sleep better. You'll be better to be around. It just kind of makes me sad to see so many people quite literally waste away their life force when I know that they are capable of being better, being healthier. All that to say, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I'm sure I will see you on the next one, whatever game that might be.